up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here to talk about Real Housewives of New Jersey, episode 9. I didn't get to watch Orange County last night. People were talking about Emily and Gina and Shannon, what was going on with them. Read my palm for a second. Anyways, so let's talk about New Jersey. Yeah, I saw everybody online talking about Gina and Emily and Shannon. So I don't know what happened with them, but we'll see when I watch it later on today. I'm going to watch it after this. I love that Margaret and Jackie, not Jennifer, did not change into Teresa's clothes. And I love that Margaret said, let's do her like Louie. Let's teach her a lesson. Let's teach her a lesson. Let's teach her that your foul, bad behavior, your disgusting gutter mouth, your insults. I'm not going to turn around and wear your little leggings. Sorry, I don't care if it is for charity. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And again, you have the right to say no. You have a right to change your mind. If I told you I was going to do it today, I don't want to do it now. And I've changed my mind, and you're just going to have to deal with it. Gia hopping into it. I think Marge handled it appropriately. I'm not sure why Gina got into it. You don't know the depths of our relationship. You're literally only hearing a one-sided, untruthful side of whatever's happening between Margaret. Do you honestly believe that Teresa tells anyone the truth when she tells her side of the story? She probably isn't even truthful about what she did. I mean, definitely not truthful about what she did or said, just lying, because even when Gia walked into the bathroom and Teresa was coming out the bathroom stall and she said, the caption says inaudible, but she said Margaret was being such a bitch. Okay, to who? To you? That's what she said. Y'all looking for something. Margaret is being a bitch because she doesn't want to wear your mom's leggings, your mom's, yoga wear after your mom was a complete asshole to her the day before. Yes, we're friends and everything like that, but no, y'all need to teach you a lesson. I'm not going to do that. And I'm glad that Margaret did that. And I think more friends need to do that. That's how bad behavior continues. When there's no consequence for the bad behavior and you're always rewarded after bad behavior, that doesn't, you're only going to get more of the same. You're only going to get more. There's no consequence for bad behavior and you're rewarded for bad behavior. So if I'm rewarded for this type of behavior, I'm going to keep doing it. I mean, it's just textbook. It really is. You learn that fucking training dogs. You learn that raising children. You learn that. If there's no consequence for the bad behavior, but there's a reward a little bit after the bad behavior is, they're going to associate the reward with the bad behavior. Why do you think Jocelyn is acting like a fucking donkey on Zeus? Because she has been rewarded for her bad behavior. Why would she actually take the show and actually do something of value, that has something of value, that it can be sustained for at least 5 years? She can't even make it 2 seasons because she has been rewarded for bad behavior. Here's Teresa, Portia, all of them. These women being rewarded for bad behavior, you're going to continue to get the same. So I'm down with Margaret saying, no, not today. We're good. We're good. You don't have to say it like that. And that's why I'm not wearing your leggings. Just because of the way that you responded to me saying we're good. Exactly that right there. That's why. You want to know why I'm not wearing your little leggings? Because of you. That's who. Not because of me, but because of you. You made a choice to talk to me crazy out the side of your neck. And then I made a choice to not wear your little leggings. So we'll start at the beginning. I would have been wearing your leggings had you not talked to me like a fucking dog. Okay. in the discussion. So they start off where they left off, arguing at the treescapes. Treescapes, is that what they called it? Margaret said, I was saying something that was true. You were saying something that was hidden for 10 years. Teresa, you're just trying to deflect. You heard Teresa call Margaret trout mouth. Come on, trout mouth, tell us. See, like that. But the next day you want me to wear your clothes? Girl, we're good. We're good. Margaret should have told her we're good. I'm not doing that. I don't give a damn. I don't care what y'all say in the comments. I don't care. I don't care. We're not rewarding these simple-minded, dumb bitches for their bad behavior. Sorry, Portia, Jocelyn, Teresa, these old pea-brain ass women. No, not at all. Well, you're the news, Margaret. Tell us, trout mouth, you're the news. I found out thanks to you. So you see how she lied? She immediately lied. Oh, you heard it out of my mouth? Well, no, I mean, it came from, no, you ain't hear nothing out of my mouth. Here go Jackie. I don't believe her, Margaret. Don't worry about it, girl. I don't believe her. Don't nobody believe her. Anybody who operates in that Alice in Wonderland mind state all the time, without drugs, without mushrooms, without anything, you gotta stay. I'm telling you, people who lie for no reason, they are dangerous. Why are you lying? Why did you say you heard that from Margaret? You didn't hear that from Margaret. You didn't hear that. Margaret said, did you hear? I've been honest and truthful with everything that that has come out of my mouth. I've stood up for everything that's coming out of my mouth. You ain't never heard me say nothing about Jackie and Evan. Never. Don't try it. Don't try it. Well, you told Jen to call Serena. All of a sudden she got meatballs in her mouth. She don't know what the fuck to say now. Girl, it's not that big of a deal, Teresa. It's not that big of a deal. This is what Jennifer is saying. Well, you were using an analogy to try to hurt me. Girl. So basically, you need to tell someone when you're using an analogy. Yes, when their brains are the size of a kidney bean. You do. Yes. Nor other people you don't. But like for people like, I'm just going to go ahead and keep using them as an example. Jocelyn, Portia, Teresa, those pea brain humans, their brains, you have to explain analogies to them. You have to say, nobody thought that Gia was in the bathroom sniffing coke. So basically, I did something and you didn't do it. But you actually did something that was out of order. And I use an analogy, but somehow you're more offended by an analogy than your actual actions. And your actions don't mean anything. They're not that bad, girl. Why are you getting all worked up? Why are you bringing up last year? This is what they're telling Teresa, because she's bringing up the last season. She's basically bringing up last season. I'm all about love, 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 love. Somebody was like, I can tell. Right, bitch, we can't tell. That's what I'm saying. You ain't in no love bubble. You're ferociously defending someone asking questions about your relationship for no reason other than to protect a man who has been accused of being verbally and physically and emotionally abusive to women. And you don't want anyone to see that bad side of him. So you as the woman are going to step in front of the man and protect his legacy and his image, even though his image is a little tainted. Bitch, y'all bitches got to get out of Mr. Toad's fantasy island, fantasy, like y'all living in a fantasy land, like literally a fantasy land. I just met you. Why are you talking about my relationship? I just met you. She was like, what? And then Teresa goes, did I stutter? Girl, listen. You're getting out of character for a man who lacks character. Like, girl, sit down. And why are you getting like this with people who are asking questions because they care about you? This is the reason why so many people mind their business when someone is in a relationship. I don't believe in minding your business when you see that that the woman is potentially in harm's way. I feel like if it's just like a personality issue you have with the guy, mind your business. But if you see that your friend is in danger, don't mind your business. And don't mind your business, whether it's, direct, or whether you are roundabout about it, whether you got to ask questions to figure out how they are, whatever, because for some reason, women, when they get in relationships with men who and their friends see, like, I don't think his character is that top notch, they will get mad at the woman. Like, I've done it. A lot of people have done that, and it's just like, if you see if someone is, like, I don't know, you don't have to like take their word, but like take it into account. Don't completely ignore someone on the outside looking in, because they're not in the fog that you're in. They're standing outside of it and they're looking in and they're like, girl, his character. And you're like, no, I'm protecting him. I'm protecting him. I'm protecting him. And it's like, and then later you find out they were right. They were right. I don't have problems with people asking me questions about my relationship. This is what Tracy is telling Teresa. You have a problem with people asking you about your relationship. I don't have problems with people asking me questions. I don't have a problem with questions. That's what she says. No one should ask questions about me or my lobster. We've been together 1 year. All his girlfriends are talking. Well, maybe it's you. Well, maybe it's you were the one going around asking them, a girl, like you were doing with Jennifer, like y'all was running around Tenafly trying to figure out if Evan was really cheating. And what's the point of finding out if Evan was cheating? Oh, because Jackie asked you, did you learn all that? Did you grow them balls in jail? And ever since then, you've had a vendetta. Like, you're going to have a vendetta against Tracy because she's not afraid to ask you questions. Teresa wouldn't like me, baby. She wouldn't like me. All that. I don't know what you doing with your hairline at your eyebrows, girl, but relax. Calm down. You doing the most. She was doing the most at that treescape thing. Maybe you're asking them. Maybe you're asking them. Girl, shut up. She was like, Margaret was like, girl, are you nuts? Exactly. That's what you're giving, girl. You're giving delusional and you're giving nuts. I'm not hurt by people asking me questions. I'm in this amazing love bubble and I just need to protect it. But you're protecting love with violence and hostility and aggression. That's how you protect love, Teresa? Really? Doesn't look like love to me. That don't sound like love to me. If you're protecting your love by fighting, you're protecting your love with actions that are the opposite demonstration of love. What are you really protecting? Because it's not love. An image. You're protecting an image, an idea that you've created in your mind about this person. You've created an idea about Louis, and you don't want anyone to actually open your eye and show you the reality of who this person is. So you are defending an idea of someone. An idea. That's all you're defending. Because you're not defending the real person. Because the real person had these questionable relationships with these women. That's the real person. And you're trying to protect love by being outwardly aggressive and hostile to people who are legitimately asking questions to figure out if this guy is who he says he is and will he treat you kind. Do I think Margaret really gives a shit? No, I think Margaret, like I said, I think Margaret views Teresa the same way Kenya views Portia. You're not the brightest bulb in the pack. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't have respect for you. Marge will be there when Louis and her break up. But Marge will be like, I told you. I told you. I told you, Margie's never wrong. He's just giving me a younger generation Joe Judice, like literally. And you think you're meeting someone else new, and you're actually the same person. Was he Puerto Rican? Is he Puerto Rican? I think Louis is Puerto. Is Louis Puerto Rican? I think he's Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican. All right, let her go. Let her go. Oh yeah, just let her go. Just I can't stand you. Well, you can't stand me because I'm asking questions about your boyfriend, some man you bought a house with, and who's girl. It's just when you write it on a board, it's like really like you literally sometimes have to write shit out and be like, girl, this what this man is demonstrating. These are what your friends are telling you. You're mad at your friends because they asking questions about your man. You're on a reality show. He didn't sign up for this. Well, when he started dating you, he signed up for this. And when he started dating you, he knew you were on a show, so he actually signed a paper to release for them to be able to use his likeness. So he did sign up for this. He signed up. The Bravo got the paperwork down in the file, the Louis Lobster file. Okay. They talk about next week they're gonna have a softball charity game, and then like literally Teresa leaves all of these are my workout clothes. Fuck all you bitches, but here are my workout clothes. And the next time I see you hoes, make sure you got my motherfucking clothes on. That's basically how it was delivered. Girl, I was like, I ain't wearing them shits at all. Jackie and Evan had a really good conversation about basically her pathology with her eating disorder, and how the woman told her that she had full-blown anorexia, and that she has to go and eat ice cream as part of her exercises. And she was like, she is very apprehensive, she's scared to eat ice cream. She explains it's really sad because it seems to be, and it like gives me the chills thinking about it. The way that she explained how she came about with her eating disorder was, yes, she was chubby when she was in school. And she said that all of it was centered around boys. It was who the boys were giving attention to, and they were not giving attention because they like that. I can imagine now with the internet and social media, I can imagine what boys think attractive now through their little lenses is really distorted, like extremely distorted. And because we socialize girls from very young to vie for the attention of boys, they then start to change their bodies in order to attract boys. We know that women are still allowing themselves electively being filleted because they want to be more desirable to the opposite sex. And then now men are saying that they don't even like these bodies anymore. Like, you literally have altered your body, your shell, so that an outward expression of desirability, not even value, not even appreciation, just to be desired. That attention is toxic. And as a little girl, a boy, she was trying to put lipstick on, and a little boy told her that's not going to help. And she said from then she started developing an eating disorder. And then she got really, really skinny. She met Evan. Evan fell in love with her or whatever. Then she thought to herself, okay, he met me skinny, I cannot gain weight. And he told her when she got back home, it's really sad, y'all. Like, and then they say, like, there are studies, and I'll share it on my community page. There are studies that say that the increase of death by suicide, the increase of anxiety and depression, and just really it's increasing more for girls than it is for boys, because the way that women are socialized, it's our outward expression that determines how people receive us. Not so much for men. Men literally can look like Notorious B.I.G. Men can literally look like Benzino. Men can literally and still grab Harvey Weinstein. They can still attract women. They can be disgusting slugs and still attract women. But a woman has to look a certain way in order to attract a man who she possibly is hopefully trying to get some type of security from. And it's really sad, but it's taught very early. that the way that you look at yourself should be the way that men look at you. However way a man looks at you, that's how you should look at yourself. And it sends women, girls to women, through so many emotional cycles, because men, humans, we are fickle. We change our minds. What we like today, we may not like tomorrow. And unfortunately, when you are vying for the outward attention to be desirable to the opposite sex, as their mind changes, are you going to change every time he changes his lens? Every time? I'm telling you, there's nothing more freeing than to take off this patriarchal spectacles and stop looking at yourself through the lens of men. You will free yourself from all of that. It will be like a weight has lifted off your shoulder when you stop looking at yourself through the eyes of men. Stop it. And a lot of women, when you ask them about the origins of their eating disorder, and then it's like the control thing and being in control. That's the only thing that I feel like I can control. And Evan was telling her, like, girl, I notice it. You think the little things, you think I don't notice it, but I notice a lot more than you think. He was like, I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to live life and eat good food, travel the world and eat good food. That's not living when you have an eating disorder. You can't live. You have literally restricted yourself to, like Victoria Beckham, steamed spinach, steamed broccoli, and 2 ounces of salmon or some crazy shit like that. And it's sad, but you can see, like, it's not just something, it's actually a mental illness. And then when your body becomes dependent on that amount of food, just like that woman told her, you can't go back to trying to eat regular. You will kill yourself. Your body is used to what you're giving it, even though it's overworking. It's like trying to work and trying to work, and your heart is trying to work. And it's just like, and to know that that is happening and to continue to do that, that's how you know it's a mental illness. That's how you know she is dependent on this, the way that this lifestyle is for her. And Evan says, we need to get rid of all the measuring spoons, all them damn measuring spoons you have. He was like, we're getting to a certain age where I want to enjoy life. I want to travel. I want to eat. I don't want to be restricted to only being able to travel for 4 days because you need to be able to have your meal plan. But I love that he wasn't mean. There was no it was no like dismissive or I told you so. It was none of that. He was very present. He was like looking directly at her, and she was like, if I gained weight, would you still, find me attractive, or would you still love me? He was like, of course, at any size. And it's just like, it's really sad. And he was just really present with her. Unlike Bill, child. Did you see how Bill was at that table, bitch, when Jennifer said, I don't give a fuck how long ago it was. He looked up from his plate. I said, oh, yes. Oh, yes. Jennifer and Bill have date night, right? So she says she's still mad, but she's grateful that she stayed because there's times where she has, things with her family. They spent together over the weekend and all of this stuff. And she's happy about that. And so she's grateful at times that she stayed. But she's still mad at him. So they're sitting across from each other at the table. She tells him about, how she's reconciled with some of the girls and how Teresa was acting and how her and Melissa got, over their hump, and that Melissa apologized. She apologized. And basically she's made up with everyone. She tells him about the charity game and tells him that it's going to be a couple thing. He basically says he doesn't think he's going to go because there's just a way that they were speaking about her to him that he didn't like. And like I said, when they said she wasn't a good person, he's the one that's not a good person. And it's like, it's crazy because all of this stuff is happening. It's like, all of this stuff happened. People snooping around, people trying to find stuff. For what purpose? To be like, oh, let me find out if Evan is cheating. What are you going to do with that information once you get it? What are you going to do with it? And so now when we tell you when we tell your wife, oh, your husband was cheating on you, now your wife is all upset. Now this and this and this and that. If you ask me, Bill should have apologized for Jennifer's actions to Evan. I'm sorry, man. I don't want to really get involved in this mess, but I'm sorry that she went snooping on you. Apparently, Teresa had asked her to do it and she didn't see anything wrong with it. And I apologize. I really do. And that's it. But Evan, you called her, you said she's not a good person. And I think that's what did it for Bill. I think he was like, oh, hell no. I know what I did was fucked up and I know what she did was messy, but you're not going to say my wife is not a good person. So I was with him on that one. They don't know when to back off. Right? So do you think we're going to do another 19 years? And he was like, that's a long time. That's half of your life. You're dealing with somebody, something like that. And then she was like, well, my mom, when I told my mom the situation, she didn't even care about what you had done. She was mostly concerned about Marge. And I said, oh, table's turn, the table's turn. Hey, bitch, remember when your mom was sitting in your kitchen practically crying, talking about how her life was all fucked up because your daddy and you. I don't even know why my mom's so upset. I mean, like, she's just so bitter. Oh, and you didn't stick up for her. You stuck up for your raggedy ass, hunched over daddy. Yes, right. And now she's back, and she don't have nothing to say about Bill. Right, your perfect husband. She's mad at the woman. Oh, sound familiar? Girl, get the fuck out of here. So she asked Bill, do you think we'll last another 19 years? And he says, well, yeah, I mean, I guess so. We'll see. She was like, well, I guess it doesn't even really matter because if you do anything, I get half. Bitch, I get half. She said, bitch, I get half. And then she lifted her glass. Bitch. She was like, because if anything happens, bitch, I get half. Well, maybe that's not for you. Maybe not for you, but for me. And then she took a sip. He looked up from his plate. Cheat on me again. I'm taking everything. I made it to the halfway mark. I made it to the mark where I can get half, bitch. That's so sad. They literally tell you have to be married for me for a certain amount of time. You have to put up with my shit for a certain amount of time in order to get half of my money. Half of my assets. It's so funny. So she said, you were going around on me. I had 3 kids and was pregnant. And you were like running around town like with no consideration to me. He was shocked. I think that he thought he was going to get a pass. You know, the pass that you said Margaret shouldn't get. Bitch, when I tell you Bill, with the way Bill looked up from his thing, where she was like, well, girl, if anything happens, bitch, I get half. I said, I know that's right. Tell his ass. And you was running around town with no consideration to me. And that's what she basically was like. And another thing, girl, you thought you really got out of that. No, ma'am. You thought you were going to get a pass. You really thought you got a pass. That's why you really mad at the people, because the people are bringing up your shit. Right. You're the astute plastic surgeon was out here cheating on his wife. Well, that was a long time ago. She was like, I don't give a fuck how long ago it was. Come on, Jennifer, get his ass. But I really thought it was very funny that she was annoyed that her mother did not like vilify Bill at all. It was all, she was mad at Margaret. She's really mad at Margaret for exposing that for tarnishing the husband's image. Again, your role as a patriarchal patrol princesses, your role is to maintain the image of the man. And you see, after her mother had gone through all of that, left, where were they, in Turkey? Where they live, and left at 16 years old, he took you to another country. You are bitter and resentful because of it. Your life has changed because of it. Your daughter didn't understand because you've raised your daughter to protect the image of the man. So in this, she's going to protect her father, even though you were the one that was harmed. And now your daughter is happening to your daughter, and you turn around after all of that and protect the image of the man and mad at the woman who tarnished his image. I'm telling you, it's a sickness. It's a sickness. It's a sickness. It should be in the DSM-5. It should be. Margaret and Lexi have a conversation. They're going to plan a birthday, 75th birthday for Marge Sr. She was like, girl, did you see Teresa sent a text to everybody and told us that she wants us to wear her leggings to this charity softball event. And I couldn't believe that she had Tracy and me on the text message after the way she talked to us at the treescape thing. Girl, yeah, right. I'm not wearing them shits or whatever. So she calls Tracy. She was like, just on principle alone, I'm not wearing them things. And I don't blame her. I wouldn't have worn them either. Bitch, who the fuck? No, seriously, y'all. If your friend talked to you, your friend, kind of. Like if you had a relationship with someone the way that Teresa and Marge have a relationship, and one day they cuss your ass out, and then the next day they ask you to wear something for them so they could sell some shit. Bitch, am I getting a percentage? No, I'm not wearing that. And Marge says she's not wearing it. And I'm gonna treat her like Louie, see if she'll learn anything. So they get to the baseball game. They said they're not wearing their stuff. The jerseys were cute. Everybody comes in. Teresa comes in late. They come in like literally like they running shit. She's like, okay, I brought you guys clothes. I have some other stuff or whatever. So Dolores says she's not wearing it. Tracy says she's not wearing it. Jackie says she's not wearing it. Mar says she's not wearing it. Melissa's hemming and hawing because she doesn't want the fucking baby to throw a tantrum. So Melissa and Dolores end up changing because they don't want any problems for Teresa. They don't want any problems. Again, if you keep rewarding bad behavior, it will continue. Teresa is a 50 fucking year old woman acting like a fucking 8-year-old. Literally. And everybody's like needs to run around and appease her, or else she is going to create fucking turmoil in the place. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, that's too exhausting, girl. I'm not wearing your sweats. I'm not wearing them. That's just what it is. So Gia comes in and she Teresa tells everybody, oh, the stuff is over there in the bags. And Margaret says, oh, okay, great. We're good though. We're not going to wear them. We're good. It's for charity. Like basically saying, girl, relax. We're here for charity. Don't start no shit. Basically, that's what Marge was giving me, right? And then Gia says, well, why not? You basically have on the same thing. My mom always supports you. And she's like, and I always support your mother, just not today. I said, I know that's right. Your mother is a tyrant and you see it, but she's taught you to live in Mr. Toad's fantasy ride as well. Mr. Toad's wild ride. She done taught you that a little bit too. Anyways, so she says, but yeah, we support what she does, but just not today. And then that's when Gia goes into the bathroom and says that Margaret is being such a bitch. And then Teresa goes, to who? To you? So they ended up, Melissa and Dolores end up changing because they don't want any problems. Bill is not there. And of course, Jennifer is wearing all of the clothes or whatever. They get out on the field. They're doing all of their things or whatever. Teresa saying slick shit to Marge. She's fucking around with Tiki, not speaking to Tracy. Just all of this weird shit. Teresa is whack. And I would be the one to just say no to her every single time. And then like pop her little fantasy bubble she got going around her head. All of that shit would be done with. Girl, ain't nobody placating to you. Fuck you. Period. Who the fuck do you think you are? Like literally. She might be the queen of New Jersey of the show because the show really centers around this family environment. But you weak, you whack, and it's gone to your head. And I mean, they would ruin the show if they got rid of Teresa. But the fact that this woman is here and behaves like this and acts like this, and it's people continuously fold for her. She's not going to change. She's an old ass woman. She ain't going to fucking change. And then her daughter, you're lucky that Margaret was appropriate with you, because she could have said, this is none of your business. We do support your mom, just not today. And if you want to call me a bitch because of that, but don't get involved in shit, because you don't know how your mom is, girl. And whatever she's told you is probably a lie. Anyways, y'all, tell me what y'all thought of the episode. Would you do that if your friend cussed you out one day and the next day asked you to wear something for them to support them in a charity event? Not your charity, not even her charity events, Dolores' charity event, where she's doing something for charity. It was a lot. They had a good turnout and everything like that, but Teresa's whack. She is. Anyways, y'all, let me go watch Real Housewives of Orange County. I'll talk to y'all later. Take care of each other and protect your energy, please.